dilation. Okay, we learned a little bit yesterday in our warm-up that there are two types of dilation. One is called enlargement. What does that mean?
That means bigger.
Bigger. And one is called a reduction, and it's getting
Smaller.
smaller. And how do we know what the image is doing or going to do? It depends on this little word called a scale factor. When the scale factor, the number of the scale factor is greater than 1, it's an enlargement. When the scale factor number is less than 1, it's a reduction. Okay, we learned that yesterday in our warm-up. So I just wanted to go over this. And if it is 1, number is 1, does the image change? It does not change, it stays the same. Okay? And we got to keep, in dilations, we got to keep everything proportional. Okay? So here we go. Number 1, we're going to dilate the figure MNP by a scale factor of 2. So are we going to enlarge or reduce? Enlarge. How do you know? So 2 is bigger than 1, so this will be an enlargement. Are we good with that?
Yeah.
All right. Then the next thing I've got to do, I've got to plot or write down my points. 1, 2, -2, 1, 2, -1. After I have those down, what do? Plot them. M is right 1 up 2. N is left 2 up 1. P is right 2 down 1. Do you agree with those points?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I know that the rule says to enlarge by 2. Well, if this is x, y, how do I write the rule for our image? What are we multiplying by? 2. So our new rule is 2x, comma, 2y. Does that make sense? Because my scale factor is 2. So you're multiplying your points by your scale factor. Are we good with that? Okay. So 1 times 2. 2. 2 times 2.
4.
-2 times 2.
-4.
1 times 2.
2.
2 times 2.
4.
-1 times 2.
-2.
Pretty easy, right?
Yes.
And then the last thing left to do is
0.
plot it. So M prime is right 2 up 4.
Yes.
Plot it and label it. N prime, left 4, up or down 2?
Up.
Up 2. P prime. Do I go right or left first? Right, how many?
4.
4 and then down 2, and that is P prime. Connect the dots. And it is enlarged by 2 times. And that's your final answer. Questions on this one? Pretty easy, huh? Okay, let's look at just the opposite of it. Number 2. We're going to work the same steps. Okay, what is my scale factor? 1/4. Is that greater than, less than 1? Less than, so it's going to be a reduction. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and write my rule because I know my scale factor. What am I multiplying x by? 1/4. What am I multiplying my y by? Okay, that's where a calculator is going to come in handy. All right. So, what is my x point? Y? -4 and -4. And 4 and -2. And then I plot it. X is -2, so that means I go right or left? Left, and my y is +4, up or down? And what is the point? X. start at the origin, left 4, down 4. That is my y. Start at the origin, right 4, down 2. That is my z. And I connect my points. Woo, I went the wrong direction. Are we good with our pre-image? Yes? Okay, now let's use a calculator. -2 times 1/4.
Negative half.
-0.5. What is 4 times 1/4? And just hit second enter, and that'll keep your 1/4, and you don't have to keep entering it. Alright, -4 times 1/4. -1. -4 times 1/4.
-1.
-1. 4 times 1/4. Four times 1/4. And then -2 times 1/4. Negative half or -0.5.
Negative.
Okay. Do y'all all know how to do this on your calculator?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, we went a little fast, but it's okay. Alright, so now I've got to plot my points. Now, how do I plot a half? In the middle. Okay, so I've got to go left a half a point, and then do I go up or down? Up, and that is my x prime.
Whoa.
Then my y prime, I start here at the origin, and I go left 1, down 1. That is my y prime. Start at the origin, right 1, down a half. That is my z prime. And there is our scale factor reduced image. Any questions? Okay. If you do have questions, text me or email me.